live.
Hello.
Woo!
Surprise.
Happy Sunday. I don't know that I would say fun day.
Yeah, happy Sunday. Let's not go fun day. There are a lot of people without power right now,
There are.
and we are one of the lucky ones so far.
Thank you, God.
Yeah.
Thank you, God, because there is a lot of people that I've been praying for, and I know a lot of people have been praying for all their people that are affected. It's a large amount of people that are affected right now.
Yeah.
I mean, probably Florida's sitting pretty.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I did a little bit of research. There are over 300,000 residents across Tennessee without power. Now, there might be, I don't have the exact number, okay? But most of these are around Nashville and north. So I know Cookeville got hit pretty hard along the I-40 corridor, east to west got hit pretty hard. Nashville, Clarksville, and those areas up north. And I would imagine the elevated areas out toward Knoxville, I don't know a whole lot about how hard they got hit.
I can't believe
300,000 is a pretty big number. Like, how
It
many are
is.
in the state?
I can't believe all the rain we have had. It
Yes.
has been raining crazy. Yesterday, when it started raining, the ice started breaking off down the roof,
Yeah.
and you would hear this loud noise. It went on for hours that you heard it, and I'm like, our roof isn't even that big, but
No, but it's steep.
it is steep.
It's almost an A-frame. It's about 45-degree angle. But
So the metal roof, you can hear a lot more stuff, and it's pretty nice. Like this morning, I slept in because
Yeah.
the rain on the roof just sounded so nice, and I
It's
didn't want to
peaceful.
come out of my warm cocoon either.
yeah,
So
right.
it was probably 9 o'clock before I got out of bed, which is pretty late for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, this weather is just wow.
So in comparison to how hard Tennessee got hit, surprisingly, Kentucky at last count only had around 4,600 or so people without power, which if you consider where they are, they're more north. But this storm kind of came in from the southwest anyway and moved up to the northeast. So I guess it makes a little bit of sense. But you would think Kentucky being above Tennessee, they would have got hit harder, and that's not the case. That's not the numbers I was seeing when I was looking it up. It's kind of, wow, you never know when you're going to get hit. But 300,000 in Tennessee, that is a huge number.
And I know earlier in the week we were getting propane for our heater, which is a normal thing. And of course, everybody's stockpiling in case the power goes out. So the lines were long for that. The shelves in the grocery store are empty.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting their milk, their bread,
Eggs.
and the eggs. And yeah, we couldn't even get any eggs. They were out of eggs at the store. What was that, Friday?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just have to dial back on my egg consumption because I don't have any fluffy butts.
Yeah, certain items in the commissary are a lot cheaper than in the retail stores, and eggs is one of them. They
got down to $1.10.
$1.10 in the commissary, and I think they're still $1.79 around.
No, they're $1.96 at Aldi right now.
Aldi's okay, and Aldi's is like the second cheapest place to go, and course Publix and Kroger's are going to be more. But
you got to shop the sales at a lot of places if you want to get all the deals.
Yeah.
But yeah, the eggs were all out. The lines were long. I've been saying my prayers for everybody. My son's in North Dakota, so it's really cold there. So I was asking him, do they shut the place down? Because around here and even in Ohio, everything kind of shuts down. They tell people to stay off the roads. And he's like, no, they don't shut anything down. They just turn the heaters up higher. And I was like, oh, you sound like Jason in Alaska.
Yeah.
Nothing shuts down. Party on,
Yeah.
You keep going forward.
And I would almost venture to say that 100% of the power loss here is due to the ice. It's the trees that are snapping and falling on the power lines.
Hi, Iowa 73.
I don't think I've seen or heard any reports of high wind causing it. It's all ice. Now, here what happened, we started out with snow and sleet mixed in with rain.
And you said that was the first snow that has been here?
Yeah, well, we may have had a dusting, but nothing stuck.
Yeah, we had snow in Ohio.
Yeah, this is the first significant snowfall here and for this year. And the snow, it didn't accumulate much. I would say probably less than half an inch, a dusting. And then it started raining because the temperature went up. So when the temperature rises, it thaws all that stuff out. So on the roof, pitched like this, the snow will stick to the roof. And then the sleet will, some of that will stick to the roof. But then when it starts to warm up, and of course the roof is, this roof here is open. You got sheet metal, you got a thin layer of a vinyl insulation kind of thing, and then you have the wood. That's it. So it's not thick insulation on this roof. So the house too, the heat in the house will warm the roof to some degree, not a huge degree. And then when the temperatures outside get above 32 degrees, then that ice starts to slide down the roof, and that's what was happening yesterday. And we've been above freezing ever since this morning, right? We've been above freezing, I think, all night. We were up to 37 degrees.
Well, it started last night where the temperature was going up, and I'm like, this is weird.
I
like it.
Yeah,
I like it, but it's weird or odd.
Yeah.
Goodness. So it's been
Nancy,
eventful.
for the 10.
Oh, thank you for coffee or hot chocolate.
Coffee.
Oh, we've been drinking some hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Of course, it's been the healthy version. I've been eating better this week, so we're doing the healthy version of things. So, but the hot chocolate has been good. Thank you so much for that. Hi, John. Nice seeing you, talking to you. Yeah, it's been an interesting time. So first off, I know we got a little chatty. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. It's been quite a long time since we've been on a live.
Yeah.
A really long time.
Oh, look at Iowa. Thank you, Iowa, for the 20. We appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Gosh, it's been probably over 3 months since much has happened in the last couple of months. Everybody's been asking all kinds of questions. What are we doing? What's going on? And, we don't even know what we're doing. Life is a little confusing right now. It's been a roller coaster. So I don't know. And we don't know where the future is going to take us. Right now, we're just concentrating on, my big focus right now, especially for this year, for myself personally, is my first and foremost focus is on God. And I do believe once you have God as your first focus, everything else kind of falls in line. So I'm focusing on him first, me second, because I personally have been on the back burner for quite a while with doing some of my own things. Just since we've been together, it's been a really big, fast-paced whirlwind. And there hasn't been much time in between the transitions for all these big life changes. So I feel like I kind of got lost along the way. So I'm focusing a lot on myself right under God, but mostly God. And I've been spending a lot of time praying and just talking to God. And when you're going through rough situations anyway, I think he should be the person that you really talk to instead of going and talking to the world and everybody else about your problems. Talk to the person who can help you, and that's God. And that's what I've been have been doing. So that's my big focus at the moment. And then outside of that, as you know, we've spent a couple of months apart, and I was in Ohio. And thank you for asking. Audrey is doing a lot better. She's still battling with a few health issues. As you know, as you get older and the health issues, you have several things going on at once. And sometimes it's hard for doctors to figure things out. So they're still trying to figure a few things out, though she is doing much better. And they finally got the heat fixed in the house, which is a huge blessing. So thankful to God for that, because living without heat, that was a huge challenge in Ohio, as well as living with so many people under the same roof with so much going on is a challenge for everybody under the roof. So life has not been without its challenges for the past several months and much longer than that.
So are you saying there's through the roof, there's over the roof, and now there's under the roof?
That's right.
Okay.
So, it's all about the roof.
I'm taking notes.
Right? Take notes. So there's a lot happening under the roof. So, it was quite the challenge. And throughout more lives and time. I guess we'll talk about different things more when we feel that we want to. So, are we together? Are we not together? I don't even know that that's our focus completely at the moment. The most important thing right now for me, anyway, is just to be friends and be communicating. So, yes, we're living under the same roof right now, and we are working on things with ourselves. And you can chime in anytime.
Well, I didn't want to overstep here.
It's okay. But yeah, we don't really know. We don't have all the answers, but
understand it wasn't any one person. It was a shared. There were disagreements, and I'll be a little blatantly honest, and this is where I don't want to overstep, but the YouTube thing can sometimes cause a lot of friction, and I know it did for us.
That has added to our issues. There's a lot of elements throughout our marriage that have stacked on some issues. Otter Creek and all the things that happened in Otter Creek stacked on a tremendous amount of stress and pressure. There were times living in Otter Creek that this marriage almost ended. So there has been a lot of issues with those different things. It causes so much strain when you're going through some very harsh times. And, a lot of you, all of you mostly, are viewers of the whole Otter Creek saga, but we lived in it and we're a huge part in it. I being mayor at the time, at one point, Brett worked for the town. So we were very integrated into the whole Otter Creek saga. And it was very stressful. And those things still pop up at times with different things. Like there's still court stuff going on. There's still, like, it hasn't ended. So, and we don't hang out in any of the realms where everybody's talking about it all the time and they're hashing it over and over. I can't, just for my sanity, I can't listen to it. Yeah. I take in little bits and pieces when I have to, when it most involves me. But other than that, I am not listening to any of that stuff. I live through it. I'm trying to close that door, nail it shut, do whatever I have to be separated from it. And you can understand that if you're a person who has lived there. Some people don't understand that and they'll make comment, oh, look, she hates Otter Creek and this and that, whatever. I hate the stress that the town caused me, our marriage, and many of my friends there.
And your mental health is a lot derived from the people that you surround yourself with, whether it's forced or whether it's not forced. And there really weren't a lot of good people.
No. And the few good people there,
don't want to get involved.
We're all going through so much stuff and we try to, be each other's counselors as much as you can, but it's pretty thick. And I always said, I feel like there's a portal to hell in Otter Creek. And I know I've heard other people say that too. So I'm not the only one having that opinion of that town.
Yeah, if we had just stayed to ourselves and just worried about our campground and our clients, then it probably would have been fine.
Yes.
But we're not those kind of people.
It's hard to
if we see something wrong, we try to fix it.
The whole involved. See something, say something.
Right.
That's sometimes there's nobody to even say anything to. Nobody to say anything to that's going to give a darn or do anything about it. So sometimes that has to be you. And
you can see where that corruptness went. It was much bigger than Otter Creek. It's countywide. It's sometimes even statewide.
Yeah, I'm terrible at sitting still during things. I've gotten a lot better to where I try not to get too involved in things, but you kind of have to if you have any conscience, I feel like. So, but it comes with a lot of stress. And sometimes a lot of people in those situations don't even care, aren't even thankful enough to still get involved and do something different. But and I've had somebody recently comment, well, isn't all that stuff still going on? Yeah, sure is. Yeah. And it will continue to go on until enough people that live in that town care and get involved and squash it. because again, if they would all just get together, they certainly could do that.
But they don't want to. It doesn't seem like they want to.
So that's for them to do and decide. I continue to pray for them. That's all I can really do. And that's really one of the best things you can do, because again, God sees all, hears all, does all, and can help all. So anyway, short story long, I guess, that Otter Creek did have a lot of contributing factors to our problems. And then leaving that and jumping right into YouTube, there's a lot going on YouTube. There's a lot of drama with it. There's a lot of negativity with it. You want to use your platform to have a voice to do good things, but there's a lot of hateful people out there and hateful channels. And there's a lot going on behind the scenes that most people don't know, where you're receiving negative commentary, threats even. It's just a lot of stuff. And I couldn't even imagine the level of the bigger channels like Jeremy and George. I couldn't even imagine that level of stuff to deal with. But there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of stuff going on. So it's hard. And that adds pressure onto things too. And just everything fast paced.
And it changes you. And don't let Jeremy fool you. He's changed too. He's changed quite a bit.
He's a lot more guarded than he ever was.
Yes.
I think back of when we first met Jeremy and George and how different they both are.
Outgoing, fun-loving, sharing, and now
it changes
it's very,
people in a lot of negative ways.
Very guarded,
and, you know, they're my friends. I love them to pieces. I pray for them all the time. But I couldn't imagine going through the things they've gone through on that level, because just on the level that we went through things, it's harsh. So it does change you, and it makes you a lot more guarded. And it kind of sucks, because this world can be so negative at times, and it's hard to put yourself out there and be friendly with people without being worried about your safety and what people's motives are. So it really shuts you down, and it leaves your circle very small. And sometimes there's a couple of people that I talk to, and I tell them, I'm like, I really don't talk to many people at all. It's a very small handful of people that I trust. And so when I've told you that you're my angel, that you're part of a very small circle, believe that, because I am very guarded because of the things I've seen and experienced, not only in Otter Creek, but throughout my life. So I do not keep a big circle, and I do not trust many people. I have huge trust issues.
And I've always been more open and trusting, and have gotten burnt. So
yeah, I know. When Brett he said on a live he did with Veterans Nation, he's like, yeah, I couldn't do sometimes some of the stuff I wanted to on the channel, or say different things, and she would be swatting me under the table. That's true, because he would drive me nuts sometimes with some of the details he would give people and the things he was saying. And I'm like, yo, where have you been?
I talk too much.
Don't you see the different things that have happened and the different people? And you have to be careful with all that. So those differences between us caused some friction. And it's just like,
that was a lot of it, because I know there's like 31,000 subscribers roughly on Madam Mayor's channel that we built together. But I tried to embrace all 30,000 as friends, and you can't do that, because not a large number. I'd say 5 to 10% of them.
Honestly a small number.
It's a small number.
That's bad and negative.
Yeah.
But they scream really loud and do really crazy things. So that small number gets so much attention that you would think it takes up a lot. So you just have to be very careful. And oh my gosh, it's snowing right now. Sorry, I looked out the window and I see it's snowing. Oh boy.
It is snowing.
It does look quite beautiful.
I guess we've gotten colder.
So it has gotten colder. We are snowing now. Sorry, squirrel.
Yeah, I just noticed that too.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
On the TV.
This is the most snow that we've gotten in this during this entire storm, to be honest. It's coming down in flakes right now. And it's probably going to stick because our temperature is dropping. So I was hoping there'd be no more precipitation through tomorrow. But even with this little bit that has already just snowed, it's going to be slick.
Okay. Well,
getting back on topic.
Squirrel.
Hope we don't lose power.
Yeah, there is a lot of differences between myself and Brett, and that causes friction in relationships in general. Even if it's your best friend, your sister, the closest of your friends, you are going to get annoyed by them at times. They do things different than you. We love each other, but we annoy each other. You know, you're going to get that in all relationships. You can't even stand to be around yourself all the time. You might get annoyed with yourself at times. But so it takes a lot to learn that and work with each other. So there's just been so many things stacked on. So at the moment, we're just living life under the same roof.
We take it day by day and we just want to get along. That's all.
We're trying to get along. We're focusing on God. We're going to church and listening to a lot of sermons in between Sundays.
And we found a church we really like. The only thing is it's kind of far.
It is far, but I have never minded a drive to a church that's worth it. If you are thriving and getting something out of it, it's worth the drive every time.
And you may have heard of this church, actually. I have it in my notes here to talk toward the end, but we can jump on it.
I don't follow any structure, apparently.
It's the World Outreach Church, and it's a huge church. I believe he's on TV. I know he's been on podcasts with Charlie Kirk, and he's very well known. Alan Jackson is the pastor there, not to be confused with the country music singer.
Yep, two different people. Spelled two different ways, actually.
Yes. But you know what's fascinating with this guy, and I've had the chance to meet him on a couple of occasions, is he grew up in your hometown.
He did live in Hollywood, Florida for a little bit of time. Yes.
Yep. And then he came up to Middle Tennessee and started the church like 40 or 50 years ago.
Quite a while ago. And now that town has really exploded around them. Yeah. So it's good to see God moving in so many ways. So sometimes you look out and see things going on and you just shake your head, but just know God is moving all around us all the time.
And we tend to like a smaller church, but don't discredit a big church. If they're doing the right things, you'll feel it. And when you walk into this place, it's massive. He has like 4 sanctuaries in this church, and one of them's huge. And I think they have 40 or 50,000 active members, but it's a non-denominational, but we love the teachings. It's very much like the church that we like to watch online when we were in Ocala in Florida.
Meadowbrook Church, which this live will be ending promptly at 6 because they are having worship night at Meadowbrook. And like I said, my top priority is God. So that's what I focus on most. So at 6 p.m., I will be live streaming their worship night so I can join in on that, because the more God you can get, the better, because it's rough out there.
Yeah,
really rough. So we do enjoy, there's 3 different preachings throughout the week at the World Outreach Church, which anybody can watch online. If you're interested, they have a Wednesday night service, a Saturday night service, and then a Sunday morning service. You can watch them all online. They're all 3 unique messages.
They're all on YouTube too.
Yes. And I do the same with Meadowbrook. I also watch Meadowbrook every Sunday, and just the more things you can get that are positive in this world, the better. It changes your mind a lot. And I also listen to Pastor Rick Warren every day. He also has a message out. I'm sure everybody's familiar with him. He wrote many books.
I don't mean to interrupt. We just watched a movie a few nights ago, the night before that podcast, and he mentioned that experience in the podcast. I'm like, wait a minute, is this a double take? We just watched that movie.
It's kind of funny sometimes the timing of different messages. But I just say that to know that it's a rough world, and through all the negativity, you got to keep positive stuff. That's why I do not like to watch a lot of those same YouTube videos talking about all the negative, the negative. I don't want all that in my life. I need as much positivity as I can find. So that's what I try to surround myself with. So there's plenty of podcasts and live streams online now. You don't even have to go to the buildings to get the good stuff. Although going there is a whole different energy. So I do encourage people to get out to church and go attend, because it's good to also meet people in the neighborhood, so to speak.
Better quality of people.
Well,
usually.
I'm not going to throw that word in there. Again, me and Brett are very different.
I'll say something.
But it's people seeking the same thing.
Okay, there you go.
That's your brothers and sisters in Christ. And those are the people you need to surround yourself with, because those like-minded individuals that are looking for good things, they're going to help you and work together with you to bring you up higher. I've said it before, if you get yourself around a bad group of people, you're going to go down with those people. You're not going to bring them up. You have to be around like-minded people that will help you, that have the same focus. You know, it's great to pray for people who are going through stuff, and if they've gone on the wrong path, you keep praying for those people, but you don't sit there hanging out with them every day and hoping that all of a sudden they're going to start being like you. You can meet up with them here and there, but don't make them the focus, because they're going to drag you down. Mm-hmm. But absolutely pray for them and keep trying to be a positive light. But you got to surround yourself with good people. So you got to get out there. You got to keep pushing yourself out there. There's plenty of good people in this world that will bring you up and help you be in a better frame of mind. But I know I just got on a whole tangent, but no, church and God excite me. And that's what I love talking about the most. Yeah. And for me, that's my biggest focus this year. I've had a lot of my own health problems. I have high blood pressure now. I've gained quite a bit of weight. Stress and all these different things wreak havoc on your health. So this past week, a week and a half ago, I said, I cannot do this anymore. I cannot live this way anymore. So I just have to reel it back in. I saw my blood pressure was getting high. I went to the dentist and they did a reading, and I've never had high blood pressure before in my life. And then when we were at the gym, I did my blood pressure and it's still high. And first thing you do is change the way you're eating. Start meditating, getting away from the stress and sorting things out better. And that's what I'm doing to try to get my blood pressure down. I need to drop, I think, about 50 pounds of weight, to be honest. And you've got to be honest. Lying to yourself is not going to help. So there's been a lot of issues with that. And that also makes it very hard to come on here and do YouTube, to edit videos and this and that, when you're not very happy with yourself and the way that you're looking and the way that you're feeling. It all kind of ties in there together.
Thank you, Jason. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Jason. Love you. That's one of my angels there.
And something else we want to mention, not that I really need to mention, but all of the money that is donated to Madam Mayor's Adventures has always gone to Madam Mayor's Adventures. It's a separate account that we use for our travel expenses. So that's what that money goes to. I've never really had my hands on that account. It was used for travel. It was used for camping and buying gas when we were traveling. So when we were here, though, we never used that.
What's that got to do with anything?
I'm just saying, because when they contribute money, I just want them to know where it goes. That's all. It goes to the trips.
Okay.
That's all. See, sometimes I say things and she doesn't like it.
Well, I just didn't know where it came from, and you made me lose my whole train of thought.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I just didn't know where you were going with that. But
we're talking about weight loss.
Anywho, so all these things have made it super hard also to do different things with YouTube, and you're going through all these issues in your life, and it's been a lot of mental health mess. So yeah, these last few months and even before that has been super hard. So I'm just taking my time for myself to do what I need for myself. And if Brett is on board with doing good things in his life, then we can continue to work things out. But right now, we're friends, and we are still married, but we're pretty much friends, living under the same roof and working on life to get it in a better place. And if we decide in the future to stay married, that's great. I'm leaving a lot of things in God's hands and following his advice for my life and letting him speak to me. And if he decides later on down the road that this is not the right thing for us to stay together, we will do that. But that's not the focus right now. We're friends. And we're room dogs. We call ourselves room dogs. So we are room dogs right now. And wherever it goes from here, it's all going to be positive because that's the way I'm living my life. And like I said, if he wants to be on the same bus doing the same good things, then everything will be good. But if not, first and foremost, I have to worry about myself and my mental health and living the life I've worked hard for. So that's where I stand on that.
All right. Well, we got some trips coming up. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So we are going to be going where and when? So soon, actually.
Yeah. Mid-February, we'll be headed back to Patrick Space Force Base, which was always in the plan, but we moved the date. We just pushed it back. So we'll be going to Patrick Space Force Base, and we are going on a Carnival cruise, but it won't be the same cruise. We're just going on a later cruise. And we're going to a different destination. It won't be the Bahamas, but we're going to 3 different islands, and it's a 7-day cruise. And what we've decided there, and if any of the viewers are listening, feel free to reach out to Madam Mayor's email if they have any influence possibly or information on what I'm trying to do. Is I always try to do things on a budget, as you know, sometimes a little overly.
Way overly. That's whole nother issue with our things is sometimes
like
his OCDs are a little exhausting and a bit much. So yeah, pray for me.
I don't mind paying good money for a good cruise. I don't have the problem there. I think cruises are a little ridiculous with all the little charges that they have. If you want this, if you want that, a little better if you want a balcony, if you want to, I think they nickel and dime the crap out of you to where you're paying this huge amount of money for a cruise. But aside from that, parking, they want $100 a day to park at Port Canaveral. I think that's insane. I think that's ripping people off. Isn't it per day?
I didn't think it was that much per day.
Or is that for the week?
I think that was probably for the week.
Now I can't remember. You got my mind floating, but I know it was a lot of money.
I want to say it was roughly around $20 a day to park there.
Yes.
And then there were some outskirt ones that were a little bit cheaper, but not that much cheaper. But there's none of those left. Like they're all booked up anyway.
That's probably what it was. It added up to over $100 a day. So on a 7-day, you're actually not on the water 7 days on a cruise, because the day you leave the port counts as a day, and the morning you get back counts as a day. And that's not really a whole day in either case. So of a 7-day cruise, you're on the water only 5. So it's kind of misleading. But at any rate, I would like to find a place. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to park at the Space Force base. They have parking at the base. You can pay $25 for the whole week, and the base is only 17 miles from the port. So I think if we could either thumb it out of the gate and get somebody to drop us off for $20, or Uber it, we could Uber it. I mean, you can always do that.
I vote Uber. I don't know what he's talking about thumbing it, but he's going to be all by himself out there thumbing it.
It'll be middle of the day.
See, I didn't even swat you under the table. I'll just say it like it is now.
It's middle of that. It'll be like lunchtime.
You're nuts.
We park and we have 6 hours to get down to the cruise at 17 miles. We should be able to find a cheap way to get down there. I'd like to have little scooters that you can fold up and throw on your back. We could scooter all the way down there. It'd be fun. It's all.
I'd also like to have Scotty beam me up. Let's talk about what we
It
like
is a
to
nice
have.
ride. You
Maybe
got
a magic
water on both
carpet that'll
sides.
just fly right over.
It's on Merritt Island, and it's a coastal water. I mean, it's a nice drive along the coast there. It's a nice ride. I'm saying we can enjoy it and take all 5 hours getting there. It wouldn't matter. So anyway, we're going to park there because when we come back from the port, then we start camping, and we're camping right there. So why not park right there? So we go from there over around the island to the other side to the campground. Oh, Iowa, thank you.
Thank you, Iowa. I got to lean in to read.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Iowa 73. Thank you. So then we'll go back to the Space Force base, and we're there for about a week, and then we end up hopping over to, I think, a state park in the Ocala area for 5 or 6
I'm
days.
so excited to go visit Ocala.
Yep. And then we'll go
Ocala.
from there to another campground for about a week, just west of Chiefland there. And then
That means I get to go visit Meadowbrook at least once.
Yep. So we'll be gone about 3 weeks in total, I think. Maybe 4 weeks in total.
1 week, you'll feel better.
And then when we come back, we are going to stop back here. And then we have a short stay up in near Louisville, Kentucky, because guess who's going to be in concert?
Who?
Toby Mac.
Toby Mac. I love
He's going to
Toby
be in
Mac.
concert.
Yes.
So he's in Louisville. So we're going to camp there at Camp Carlson, which is on Fort Knox. It's a Fort Knox campground. I think it's $25 a night. It's a great deal. We'll spend 2 days there, so we're not rushed. And then we'll drive the Jeep to the concert and back. I think it's about 40 miles.
I'm so
Not a
looking
big
forward
deal.
to that because, it was probably around 8 years ago, at least 8, probably more than 8, that I had tickets to go see Toby Mac in Tallahassee when I
wow.
lived in Ocala, and I had some spectacular seats.
Mm.
But I was working so much at the post office at the time that I got confused on some dates, and I ended up missing the whole concert. And I was so mad about that. So finally, all this time later, get to see Toby.
Yep. Fine.
And he's going to be with Crowder and Jeremy Camp. So
yeah,
it's going to
Joe
be
says
super
Toby Mac
awesome.
is awesome.
It's going to be so awesome.
It's going to be fun to watch him.
I love going to see a few of my faves. Casting Crowns, they're always good to go see. And sometimes you just really need to go to a worship concert just to feel the energy. It's amazing. If you've never been, you should check it out. Usually the tickets outside of Toby Mac, some of the bigger names are more expensive, but the other ones are a lot cheaper.
I'd
And
like to
just
see
the
Lauren
energy. Yeah, well, her tickets are probably expensive too because she's pretty big,
Yeah.
Lauren Daigle. And just the energy, though, is amazing. So sometimes you need to go to a worship night
Somebody
or a worship
loves
concert
Crowder.
to be lifted up.
Somebody said they love Crowder. Isn't Crowder one of the who's singing in front of him at that concert? Do you
In
remember?
front of who?
Who's his lead out? His lead.
He's having Crowder and
Crowder. Yeah.
and Jeremy Camp.
Yeah. Somebody.
Where were you? I just talked about
Well,
him.
he's talking about Crowder.
He's got a little dementia.
Okay.
You don't pay attention.
I pay lots of attention.
Who are you paying? Anyways, but I am super stoked about that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then we come home, and I don't know what we'll
I know.
do after
The
that.
weather will dictate which way we go, but we would like to go west. We would like to go visit. I just learned there's an Air Force base in Montana.
Oh, and I want to go to Montana so bad. There's so many places I want to go, but that's a huge one.
There's a little tiny Air Force base in Montana. And then people are going to say, well, why, Brett? Why are you worried about trying to find out where all the military bases are? Because they're cheaper. They're way cheaper. They're usually more than half the cost. And you can get weekly and monthly rates where a lot of the commercial ones don't offer those anymore. You pay big money when you pay nightly at a resort or a big campground that's, not on the base. We just like being on the base. Plus, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get built-in security. You're going to get the commissary. You're going to get a gym. You're going to get all those things. So it's a great deal.
I got to have a gym. I've been going to the gym 3 days a week. Like I said, I'm eating right. I'm working out, trying to get some of this weight to leave me. It loves me so much, it doesn't want to go anywhere.
I had lost about 20 pounds during the separation. I've gained probably 10 of it back, but I kind of put a stop.
I gained 10 pounds coming back here.
Yeah, I kind of put a stop on it, and I'm trying to get back to eating right as well. So, working on that. Everything's a work in progress.
It's hard. It really
It
is.
is,
Oh, there's so many tasty chemicals out there.
especially when you're full-time retired. It's easy to sit yourself down in front of the TV. It's easy to throw a pizza in the oven. It's easy to, not go walk, not go to the gym. It's easy to do those things. The fact that you have a job makes you get up early, makes you go to work, makes you be active. So when you don't have those things helping you be active, then you have to do it on your own. Sometimes
So then you should love my lists.
Well, weather like this makes it challenging to want to go outside and do anything.
Well, I've got plenty of stuff to do indoors.
Yeah, we do have some
But
indoor workout.
I
stuff,
like to
but
keep a schedule and list. It's a flexible schedule, of course,
Great
but
Falls,
I like to
yes,
keep
Lisa.
some kind of list or structure. I'm very list dependent.
In
So-
Great Falls, Montana, looks like it's in a nice area to go down and visit Butte and visit Yellowstone. I'd like to see that. That'd be neat.
Mhm.
We'd like to go to Yosemite. So kind of the West Midwest. I don't call that the Midwest. I almost call this.
I want to go to
Midwest.
Arizona,
Yeah, I'd like to go out that way.
Sedona. Oh, there's some beautiful places.
There's a
just
lot of
beautiful.
bases around Phoenix, believe it or not. There's more than one or two bases around Phoenix. They're real small, but there's a few of them.
I mean, we did buy an RV for some reason, I thought.
Yes.
So, and that was another huge thing is sitting here, the cabin. I love Tennessee. Absolutely love Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the people here. But the cabin was not specifically in my plans. So sometimes the way things got laid down too with buying this cabin, and it was a change of plans from what we had talked about. So that's kind of been a point of contention. And I love the cabin in certain ways, but this is not what I saw for us at the time that we got the RV. So that caused a lot of issues as well. So, because I wanted to travel. That was my goal. I got rid of all my stuff for a reason.
And I still want to do those things. I do.
So,
But we did get hung up here on the property a little too long
but
with the projects.
yeah,
And
and I absolutely refuse to put myself on a back burner ever again. And I will whip out a gavel and slap it all over the table because there's going to be some rulings going on because I need to live my life the right way and doing the things that I set out for myself to do. I will not let anybody squash me. So get on the bus or get out the way.
Yep.
That's about right.
yeah.
So what else?
Oh, I mean, that was our intention. We bought this much RV and then we wanted to buy this much house. We didn't want to buy this much house and this
So,
much RV. So
Time to hit the road.
time to hit the road. Yep, and go use what it is we invested in.
Yeah.
But this is a good place for a reset. Like I said, we're going to circle around Florida, get out of this weather for a little bit, and then reset. We'll come back here for about a week, if it's even a week, reset everything, and then go on the next trek. And if we come back from Toby Mac and come here to reset, then we'll probably go west. That's the plan. I've never gone west of here, other than
Me
maybe
neither.
Paducah, Kentucky, or something like that. But that's not very far from here. So I really haven't gone west from the middle of the country. I've gone west from the south, and I've gone west up north, but I've never gone west through the middle. So I'm excited to check out new territory.
You ought to be. You
Yeah.
couldn't travel with anybody cooler. Just saying. Just saying.
All right.
So, and we do have a little bit of mail.
We want to talk about
Oh.
these YouTube channels real quick.
Oh, sure.
While we're
I'm like,
still
what are you talking about?
still kind of on it. So we don't really know exactly all of what Madam Mayor's Adventures and Shoreline the Driveway channels is going to encompass at this point.
Yeah, because if you didn't know, Brett has his own channel that he got. I kept telling him for quite a long time that he should have his own channel, but he kept saying no, no, no. But anyway, he did start his own channel. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, if he's keeping it or if we should rebrand Madam Mayor's Adventures. I don't know. Those are basically a lot in the talks.
Yeah, and you can let us
I don't
know in the
speak English,
comments
but-
what you think. Now, I think my focus should be more towards this channel because this channel, I mean, honestly, this channel's monetized and the other one's not monetized yet. So it does help to focus more on this one.
I had even said
Now-
if you want to take the off days, the like Tuesday,
Thursday,
Thursday, and
Saturday.
Saturday, and do your own thing, not even specifically all 3 of those days,
Mhm.
but like you could do a DIY or your grumpy man grumblings.
You don't like my Soapbox Friday segments?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that what you call it? I call
Yeah,
it
I
grumpy
guess.
man grumblings. So
And they're meant to be humorous and entertaining, not
are they?
Yeah.
Those are for real
Some people
problems.
be like,
you
oh,
guys.
you complain you're so negative. What? No, I'm having fun with it. That's all. I don't care.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, you could do stuff on those off days. That's also an option. I don't know. There's lots of different ways we could go about doing stuff, but those are the discussions we've been having. If anybody has any comments or suggestions or anything they'd like to share with us, we always love listening to most people's points of views on things, unless you're just going to say something completely rude and show
not
show
helpful.
yourself and not be helpful. That's up to you.
We'll probably keep both
I'll just
channels.
squash it.
We'll probably keep both channels in play, at least for the intermediate, because there might be things that are more appropriate on that channel that are on this channel. But I will be probably focusing my attention more on this one for the obvious reasons. We need to get the viewership up on this channel, and that's where we want to go with it. So hopefully the travels will help with that. We can get away from here. There's really only so many DIY projects you can do. I mean, so yeah, so there's that.
Well, you could travel around and do some projects for other people.
I guess. What, leave your address in the comments if you need stuff done around your house? Is that what you're saying? Don't do that. I do want to do some video of the RV again and maintenance procedures and some of those things we haven't covered in quite a while. And I'll tell you a couple of channels that I enjoy watching that there's Liz Adventures, and I don't know if it's for you, but she has a couple 100,000 subscribers in a very short period of time. And she talks about RVs that people have bought, and it was a complete lemon. They're having all kinds of problems. And she's bringing it to a light. It's called Liz Adventures. And it's entertaining to see that people spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on brand new RVs and they're garbage. And she tries to get the manufacturers to fix them or buy them back. And so, no, I'm not being paid to promote her. I just think it's an interesting channel. If you enjoy RVs, then this might be for you. You might enjoy it. I also watch the RV tech guy because I like to hear his views of, he inspects RVs and he does maintenance. And so I like everything RVs. That's kind of my thing. I like doing RV stuff. So those two channels are two channels that I enjoy watching. I might bring some of their information and personal experiences from their channel incorporated with mine and put on my channel. Like that would be something that I might put on my channel and not put on this one. Kind of a mixed bag, I guess.
All right.
So that's it. That's all I got. So you had something?
Mail.
Oh, hey, look what we got here. We got us a mail truck. Meep, meep.
First, we got this nice Christmas card. We've had it a while from Christine Roman Noodles.
Christine Roman Noodle. I don't know
Love
if she's in
you.
the chat or not, but we miss
Love you, and always great to hear from you. That just warmed my heart to get that card. She's so special. She has such beautiful handwriting.
Beautiful handwriting.
And the woman can cook. So she is just a blessing.
I don't know if you can see that, but her handwriting is so good.
She's an awesome blessing. We love you so much. So it was super nice to get that.
This is Dear Teresa and Brett, wishing you Festive fun and holiday cheer. Love and God blessings to you always, Christine Romanoodle.
Love you, Christine.
Thank you, Christine. Appreciate that.
And then I had gotten these pretty roses. As you know, if you can see up there, the roses. I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, right above the M there, the first M.
They're from Rose Forever. They sent these beautiful roses because what's coming up? Valentine's Day is coming up. Time to show some love. So they sent these beautiful roses, and these are preserved with oils. So they last, they say they last up to a year, but I've known people who have had them 2 years or more and they were still good.
They last long.
So
They smell good too.
Oh, I wish I could smell, but I have no sense of smell.
I'll smell them twice, one for you.
Oh, thank you. See, teamwork.
Teamwork.
Thanks, room dog. So,
Pound it.
oh my gosh. So I think what I'm going to do, don't mess those up.
Yeah.
I will be upset. I am going to send these beautiful roses to a young couple that I know for Valentine's Day and probably give them enough money to go out to a nice dinner to pass on some love. That's another thing you can do to show people that you care and help brighten their day. Sometimes people can't afford to go do different things, or even if they can, you just wanted to show them some love. So I'm going to send them a Valentine's Day surprise so that they can have beautiful roses and go out for a nice dinner, and then when they're able to, they can pay it forward to somebody else. But it's always nice to do little things like that for people here and there whenever you can. It doesn't have to be big, it can be little. But I'm going to send those to them. And if any of you are interested in checking them out, I did put their little link in the description. It's just roseforever.com. You can check them out. But I do love them. I've gotten several things from them throughout the years. And usually I'll keep them for a little while, if at all, and then pass them on to somebody else and share the love with other people.
Yeah.
So that's that. What else you got?
I think that's it.
That's it? You're done delivering mail for today?
That's it.
Oh, that's good. This is not good weather to be delivering any mail in.
Slow down.
Not good weather at all.
Nope. And we're going to get cold tonight, down to 7. Yikes.
I thought I left all that cold in Ohio. Yeah, that cold was a little much for me. I am not made to live in the cold. Maybe if I was younger, but...
Well, I'm not used to it anymore. When I was in Alaska, you're in it. I mean, I had an outdoor wood stove, so I had to go out there every couple times a day to stoke the fire. But you put on a whole bunch of clothes to do that.
And ever since I got a stint, it's like my blood is too thin for all
that. I
that.
don't have all those clothes now.
I do not do well. I do not do well with all of that. So.
And you still got some eBay sales going on too, don't you?
Oh yeah, when I got back, I was able to put up the eBay. I did put the eBay link up in the description too.
Okay.
And it's in the channel links. So I've got probably 125-ish items up there if anybody's interested in checking that out. So it's been good doing that because I enjoy it, except for taking all the pictures for it. That's not so much fun.
And we got some coins that are out there too that were passed down from my father. So we're going through some of those too and listing those. So if you're a coin collector, there might be some stuff out there for you.
Yep, we'll be working on that more and more. And then, of course, when we're on the road, it'll be on hold, but that'll be a in and out type of thing. Or I'll just keep the smaller things like the coins with us, and we can do that out of the RV. Not really sure yet.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah.
But I guess that's about it. So this week we'll be enduring some more cold, hitting the gym,
the real cold is
going
to
to
hit
church
us tomorrow. I think tomorrow's the coldest day of the week.
And maybe this week we'll be going to an estate sale.
Oh, yeah.
We were going to go to
postponed
one. Yeah, we were going to go to one, but it got postponed with the big storm. So I was like, darn, it's been so long since I've been to one, and I love going and seeing all the treasures.
So we'll have one of those coming up. So we'll have some newer Material coming out shortly.
Because everybody's been complaining
bear
and
with us.
complaining about seeing old footage. I don't know
Yes.
why. I thought people would still like it. I don't know what the relevance of the time matters
Yeah.
because we still went and did it. It was still
We
fun.
still did it.
But yeah, they've all been tanking. Nobody likes seeing anything anymore. Of course, when we were going on adventures, sometimes a lot of people don't watch it. Then when we're here, they're like, why aren't you on an adventure? So I don't know.
I don't know. There's
Sometimes
no-
people can't make up their minds on what they really want.
There's no pleasing everybody. I mean, but the minute we want to do an Otter Creek video, boom, 10,000 views,
Boom,
just like that.
boom.
Sorry, we're not going to cover Otter Creek anymore.
Ooh, are we going to go to a meeting while we're down there?
You know,
You never know.
We could
You
throw
never
in.
do know.
We could throw in something just
You
to
never
keep you on your
know.
feet.
But we'll see.
For
But
entertainment purposes only.
whatever it is, I'm going to have fun doing it. And you only get one shot at this life, so you might as well make it good and be positive and just stop blaming yourself for things and carrying on baggage and just live joyfully.
I don't think we need to be in Minnesota. Somebody's talking about Minnesota. Minnesota's too cold. They got a lot of other things going on in Minnesota that are not really good. So Minnesota needs to fix itself first before you venture up there.
You never know what the future holds, do you?
Yep, you never know. We don't even know what's happening past March.
I'll consult my magic 8-ball and get back to you.
There you go. There's a good one.
Magic 8-ball.
But we do appreciate you guys hanging out on the channel, and we appreciate, hopefully, our viewership will come
Don't
back.
forget, this is the best shirt ever. I love Jesus
And Tennessee.
and Tennessee.
Woohoo! We do like Tennessee.
Ooh, and that is my alarm. And you know what that alarm is for?
Means get off the channel.
It means it's time to get
Sign
with
out.
God and go to see the worship night, Meadowbrook. So I'll be online enjoying their worship night. So I hope everybody stays warm. I hope the power gets back on for whoever doesn't have power.
Yeah,
Be
hope
good
so
to
too.
each other. Spread positive vibes, lots of smiles, lots of fun. And we'll see you maybe next week on another live. I don't know.
That's all up to her.
I don't know.
I'll do
Ooh, it's up to me.
I'll
Everything's
do
up
them
to
whenever
me.
you want to do
He'll talk every day of the week. But anyways, love you guys. Thank you so much for all the super chats, all the love you show us. Thank you to our members who have hung in with us. You guys are amazing. You've been my angels. I thank you so much to all our awesome mods. You guys are awesome putting up the links. I love you all.
I'm a mod too on the channel.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh.
Am I a
So-
great mod, a super mod?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll get back to you on that. But anyway, do love you guys. God is good. Be good to each other and do something positive. And I missed anything, I'll get it next time.
Catch you next time. Thanks, guys.
Peace, love, and waffles.
See ya. Get some more coffee.
That is love right there.